and high stress for a lot of years, sustained. And so just be careful.
I love that you say that, because I feel in a lot of ways we don't talk that much about how you can be in the survival mode when it comes to also overdoing things. I have had several conversations with my doctor. He's fed up with all my crap. It's like he's at the point where he's telling me very strictly, like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And he sat down with me at one point, because I've been in the hospital a couple of times because I've been overworking myself. I've had to take meds. I've had to like force myself to slow down. And I got injured just a few years back for my physical health because I was totally overdoing it. So he sat down with me, and in the end, he's like, Edith, seriously, you are aware over the fact that what you are dealing with right here, it's not that you just love work and you think it's so much fun that you want to go there. You're running away from yourself. What you're dealing with is your avoidance symptoms of the PTSD. And I'm like, cool story, bro. I gotta go. I need to go back to work.
No.
I didn't want to confront it. So he's been very worried for me and told me that I need to stress down. And the thing is that when you're caught in that spiral, I find it so hard to break it, because you made it a habit and you used to living for so long that way, and you just don't know how to really deal with yourself once you are actually sitting on the couch asking yourself, what am I doing? I'm bored.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't feel your symptoms until you're actually sitting down and relaxing your brain a little bit, and you don't stop.
Yeah, that's my problem, because I get too excited. It's like, okay, now I don't have anything to do. I finished everything I'm doing today. I wonder if I can learn something new. And then I sit down and I start reading a long book about some fascinating subject, or I figure out that I'm gonna go for a 4-hour hike just for the fun of it. It's not good, but I am aware of it, and it's something I'm working at. I'm going to go back in therapy in about a month, so hopefully that will lead me somewhere good.
Excellent.
And it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be way worse.
Yeah. I'm a big proponent of therapy.
I'd be lost without it. It's been 12 years on and off, and I don't like it. I'll be honest about that. But if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be here today. That's what I'm very sure of.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my therapist saved my life too. Yeah, for sure. That and PTSD buddies.
Have you ever told your therapist that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
That means a lot to him.
Yeah, she saved my life for sure. Yeah, a doctor in psychology. Yeah. Yeah, that and PTSD buddies. Because if I hadn't had the support of the group, I wouldn't have made it, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
For me, it's my kids and my wife.
Yeah.
I got good support there.
That's awesome.
I'm lucky. I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry. I just realized, because I'm on my phone.
I
was muted.
It's so nice to see you.
How are
You just said you were getting us all coffees.
Well, I'm starving right now. It's been
Oh, you're frozen.
The joys of the internet. Hopefully she will come back soon.
Yeah.
What a sin. She just unmuted.
There you are. I see you again now, and you're not frozen.
Okay. Yeah, I could totally hear you guys. I'm like waving at the camera. It's been a long day, but there's still so much to do. So, I last night, to try and do some mindfulness, I baked some raisin oatmeal cookies, and that's been my food today.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. That sounds pretty nutritious.
Yeah, sure.
That's delicious, at least. Oh,
It's-
I'm hungry.
Yeah. So I saw on the chat that there were a few people. Are they out of the time zone where they're maybe too far ahead or too far behind?
What do you mean?
Say that. Say it again, but in different words.
I saw on the chat when you said, "Okay, I'm going to Zoom now,"
Mm.
that there were still a few people who didn't see. So does that mean they're like out of where what would be a reasonable time?
I think the worst ones would be our buddy here, who I'm not going to say because I'm going to mispronounce her name,
Nah, nah.
I said it when I was muted.
and Tristan,
Okay.
because he's in
Okay,
Australia.
Right.
What
okay.
it's? I'm guessing it's like 11 o'clock at night now. Is it? Errol?
No, it's
I need a
Errol.
nickname for you now. I need a nickname.
Ariel.
Yeah.
you can call me
Um,
the boss.
Boss?
Just
I
kidding.
don't know
Settle
what.
on that.
No, it's actually 10. So we were
10?
an hour off.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 o'clock her time is like 7 a.m. for Tristan.
Okay. Because I thought it. So what time is it for you right now?
For me and Nita, it's like 2:15, I guess, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I'm on a computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I'm
just
at
happened
4:15.
to we were out for a walk and I just happened to check my phone. Otherwise I would have missed the meeting.
Honestly, on my phone, the world clock, I have all time zones put in here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got Norway put in. I didn't know exactly where in Norway you were, but I got Norway put in.
No, it doesn't matter. It's the same time zone anyway. So
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. But I got one in for Tristan too. That's how I knew.
So how
Yeah.
you doing, Michelle?
Hungry.
Besides hungry.
Where you going? Where you going to eat?
Well, there's a place called Five Guys here that Shaquille
Oh,
O'Neal
that's
started.
good shit. Five Guys. I just
But
discovered Fat Burger this weekend. That is fucking good in Edmonton.
is it?
A Fat Burger.
can you do delivery?
Yes.
Priority post. How am I? I feel like I have been close to struggling. I've been doing my best to try and recognize when things are starting to get a little tough, and there's been quite a few triggers in the past couple of weeks, which has been a bit upsetting. But I get myself busy. So thinking about taking care of what is going on with other people around me, and or I have a puzzle that I've been working on for a few weeks.
So you do have ways of grounding yourself when you're getting triggered?
Yeah. Like I think a big part of it is since I finished the program at Homewood, I haven't spoken to anybody. Like I haven't had any appointments, and I've had an appointment once a week for 3 years. You know what I mean? So I know that I did start, doing the avoidance thing, but there have been too many really big triggers. Like, there was a fatal accident just down the street from my house 2 days ago, and
Oh God.
I once again missed it because I had passed through that intersection 25 minutes before.
Yeah.
Now let's hang
And
on a second. That's a big fucking trigger, Michelle.
I know.
That's like an IED going off at the end of my street, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah.
fucking trigger. So don't be hard on yourself.
like I'm like you know, I know that there aren't many people outside of our group who understand. You know, I know that there are people in my life who try to understand, but really, they just don't. You know, like my uncle, we talk every Friday when he's on his drive up to the cottage, and you know, he said, "So, how was your week?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'm not sure whether to feel grateful or to feel triggered." And he's like, "Well, what happened?" And I told him, and he's like, "You know, you have to get out of the thought process of relating things, because it's like people who go for tarot card readings, they look to see what will, you know, connect in their life." And I was like, yeah, you don't get it. You
No,
know?
No, he doesn't.
no, no,
So I
no.
thought, okay, that's fine.
And
So
so have you been practicing lots of self-care
um,
and like
I
what symptoms, like do you get I know with me when I'm triggered I get really hyper vigilant again, I get the
yeah,
nightmares again, I get
yeah,
like, is that what's going on?
yeah. And just like I've started stuttering again. Um, you know, I want to cry.
Yeah. So Michelle, you know how to get yourself out of this hole because you've gotten out of it before, right?
Bless you.
Yeah.
Thought there was another.
Right. Right. Aw. Yeah.
You can do
You've
this.
got
Michelle.
the tools and the resources to get yourself back on track. And you've got us.
Yeah.
You
What is
do.
bringing on the not being able to breathe? Because I go through that when I'm in a situation where there's a lot of strangers around me,
Yeah.
right? If I don't know them and they're all like close in distance that I can smell their breath,
Yeah.
that's when I start. All right, I start tensing up, and I do. I have trouble breathing, and then I get dizzy,
Yeah.
which makes sense because I'm not getting the air into me, so I'm going to get dizzy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is that's bringing on that situation for you? Is it the thought of that crash? Is it being around people?
Uh, it's both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You
once you're
know, like
triggered, a
I
lot
was
of times the
walking.
first thing you're going to do is lose the control of your breathing.
Yeah.
That's like the first step for a lot of people,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
I
you
think
jump in
I.
cold water and you're like,
Yeah.
right? The whole
Yeah.
situation has changed.
Yeah.
Polar bear dip.
First thing you
Or
can do,
really,
I learned this from Keanu Reeves. You got to breathe. Soon as you're triggered, first thing you can do is breathe. And you got to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, just like you see in the Karate Kid movie. There's some kind of sense or something that when the air goes in through the nose, it actually calms our mind.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's actually a
And out through the
technique.
mouth. What's that?
I learned that technique. I think you're talking about one I learned last round in therapy. You breathe in through your nose, and then
Yep.
you let it out like very slowly through your mouth until you're out of air. And then you repeat
yeah.
that 3 times. And what it does is that it forces your heart to stop. Like it doesn't beat as fast anymore. It will slow it down. And you can do the same thing. Let's say you are in a situation and you can get to a bathroom. You have a nerve in your face that you can trigger to slow your heart rate down. It's connected to your heart. So if you have cold water in your hand, you can just put the water in your face to hit that
Yeah.
nerve, and then it will
Yeah.
slow right down right away.
Yeah. That was one of the things that I learned from Homewood also.
It's really helped me out a lot of times.
but Michelle, look at you, you're driving.
Yeah, I know, but I have no choice. Like I put all my errands off, and then it's like, okay, well, I have no choice right now. Like, so I
Yeah.
have a list, and it's like, okay, I actually plan my route so that I start from one point, and you know, it's not like I go back a few steps. It's just one continuous end at home, you know.
Yeah. Was dog food on the list?
No, I
Because that would drive you out the door.
yeah. But I have to order that from the vet. So,
Oh, okay.
but you know, I feel okay. Like, you know, I'm grateful that I actually went through the program at Homewood. You know, funny enough, because you know, being mod, I could look at my own profile and see what I've posted. And I think it was last summer, I had posted a live video at the back where I walk the dog, and I looked at myself and I was like, wow, what has changed about me? You know, to try and look for the accomplishments, or to see if I could, you know, remember what was going on at that time. And it's strange.
Yeah, but you've
I
made
almost feel-
progress.
Yeah,
You've made
absolutely.
progress.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
you're doing is the best medicine. I
Me
think
too.
I can tell you right now, I'm the best I've ever been.
Yeah.
I have days, yes, but I'm the best I've ever been. Nita's doing a lot better. Michelle,
Totally.
you've done a lot better. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you're working at it.
Yeah.
You don't get better at baseball unless you play baseball. You don't get better at your PTSD by hiding in your room.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of being around a crowd, the only way to get better is going out to that crowd. I'm sorry, it sucks,
Yeah.
but you have to do it if you want
Yeah.
to get better. Now, I'm not saying if you're afraid of crowd, well, fuck it, we're going to a concert and it's going to be 3 hours long. And no. Everything
Baby steps.
must be done in baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah.
It's like
Slow.
rehearsing, learning how to ride that bike again. You got to put one foot on one pedal, and then you got to try to balance for a little bit, and then put your foot back on the ground. It's like you got to test and try, trial and error all the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I
he-
know, like for me,
Sorry.
the agoraphobia was really, really bad, right? And I had to, like, I couldn't open my front door to grab my mail or my newspaper, right? Like, and I would psych myself up. And then I had to psych myself to go for a walk, right? To get the cardio to peel down the anxiety and the panic attacks. And I had to push through that terror. And like Jamie said, it's really freaking hard work.
because our
And
mind makes us think all this fucked up shit.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Itty bitty
the and the
shitty committee.
and the brain is fried, right?
Yeah.
And it has to heal.
You
It
go
has to
outside.
heal.
You go outside, and your brain's like, everybody's looking at you.
Yeah.
Everyone
know
is
what you
judging you.
do.
They hate you. Right?
Well,
The truth is, ain't nobody even looking at you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you three. You guys are nice looking ladies. But myself, right?
Jamie, you're a charmer.
Yeah. I remember when Nita and I first joined, and you know, her and I were doing a lot of reading up, and when you had mentioned about, you know, the damage to the amygdala
The amygdala.
and you know, that alone started to help things make sense to me, is
Yeah.
you know, understanding the physiological stuff, not just what the psychologist says.
That's
Not
right.
just-
They've done
So-
MRIs on people with PTSD and proven that the amygdala is shrunken, right? But I do believe, like Jamie, I'm doing really good right now too, touch wood. And I do believe in the brain elasticity, like neuroplasticity, and that it does heal with time and with effort, right? We can heal. I really believe that. Yeah. And I did a podcast with Jamie about a year ago, and even listening to that now, I've come so far. Like my phones are plugged in,
Oh, wow.
I can
Yeah.
answer my phone. I can read my email. I still a little email. I'm still a little nervous about, but I can answer a phone without going into a panic attack, right? Or jumping out of my skin when the phone rings, right? So big progress. So it's good, Michelle. Did you keep a journal? Because that's good too, to look back and
No,
no,
I've
okay.
been, no, I actually started, so I don't know if you remember, but like October, I started sketching. Um, and I don't know where all of that, uh, the possibilities for that came from, because, you know, for me, it used to just be stick people. And it turned into, you know, being able to draw an eye that, you know, when I was finished, I would look at it and be like, wow, that looks like a real eye.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like it's just, you know, it was very shocking. And now, like this week, to try and change it up a little bit so that I can maybe be more focused to concentrate, I started doing some painting. So, so sorry, somebody just dropping something in the car.
Uh,
So, you know, it was good to feel like, okay, like I can try something else, and you know, I'll use it as a tool now because I don't feel too badly about it. So, you know, I think I feel like now it's going to be an ongoing search for, you know, stuff for mindfulness, because um I just found out that Homewood actually told TTC I can't go back to work still, and that they're not allowing me to renew uh my license, my CZ.
okay.
So I'm back to my M and my G again. You know, like I just fought through that last year, but you know, that's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing, you know what? When I met you, all you did during the support group meetings was cry,
Yeah.
right? That's all you could do was cry.
Yeah.
That's where you were at. So look at you today. You're out running errands, you're in your car, you're driving, you've got a dog, you've gone through programs, you're looking for new tools, you're employing your skills. Like you're doing great.
Well,
Sounds like
honestly,
progress to me.
yeah, like
You ran a cooking class once in the group. I remember
yeah,
that. That was awesome.
like honestly, without the support from Jamie and Unita, you know, the group, I guess in general, but like you guys really were supportive, were encouraging, were, you know, where I felt like if somebody else at that time had said something, um you know, it was hard for me to accept. Like, you know, Nita and I, we came into the group at the same time, and Jamie, like you've always been like very um uh you know, hey Michelle, how would you like to do this? You know, and it actually helped build up my confidence in it. And so I was afraid to reach out to other people, but you guys made it easy for me to heal and to be able to feel like, okay, I can actually take the energy that you guys have given me and help build me up and help other people. So, like, you know, I don't know if I would ever stop being part of or participating in this group.
Yeah, me
So,
neither.
so thank